A pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker, Chris Revitt. Chris is the Manager of Facilities and Maintenance at the City of Burnaby. He's a dynamic leader dedicated to fostering collaboration, innovation, and positive change. Chris is a member of Burnaby Urban Search and Rescue Team and was recently deployed to Thailand as part of our international rescue effort. He is also, in his spare time, he is also a co-founder of Intentional Acts of Kindness, a charity focused on inspiring everyday actions that make a meaningful difference. Chris is a certified executive coach, a speaker, passionate about empowering others and creating spaces where people feel valued and motivated. He is a proud grad of BCIT Occupational Health and Safety Program, and we are lucky to have him. Please join me in welcoming Chris Revitt.
Quite the introduction. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Today, we are here to celebrate you, your achievements, your hard work, your dedication. To all the graduates, congratulations. What an incredible milestone. I'm truly honored and humbled to be here today. When I was asked to deliver this keynote speech, I first felt a wave of excitement, and then the nerves, and then one big question came to mind. What could I possibly share that would be meaningful with a group of health science graduates? But then I remembered one thing. I'm a BCIT alumni. I consider myself a mature student when I graduated from the Occupational Health and Safety Program back in 2018. And through my 30-year career at the City of Burnaby, I've learned a few lessons, life lessons, and sometimes been taught these lessons quite harshly, that I want to share with you today. I also want to share with you today 3 life lessons that I've learned, as well as 3 simple but powerful challenges for each of you. There are a few themes that thread these together today that I want you to pay attention for throughout my speech. 1, be intentional. 2, be grateful. And 3, take action. I want to begin by telling you a story. One morning, my 4-year-old daughter woke up with a slurred speech. She was off balance, and the one side of her body wasn't working properly. We rushed her to the hospital. We bypassed the lobby. We were surrounded by doctors and nurses. She was quickly connected to a bunch of machines and was taken to get an MRI. She was scared, and I was terrified. And as a parent, all you want is to protect your children from fear and pain. In that moment, I would have given anything to switch places with her, but I couldn't fix it. I could only sit beside her, hold her hand, and tell her everything would be okay, even though I didn't know if it would be. Over the next few days, she was diagnosed with a large brain mass. I spent several nights lying beside her in the hospital bed, listening to the machines beeping, the lights flashing, footsteps echoing from the nurses station in the hall. I felt exhausted and powerless. I was just trying to hold it together. And yet, looking back, that time had taught me more about life, people, and what truly matters than anything else ever has. Lesson number 1, each one of you has a superpower and can be a superhero. Each of you have superpowers within you. Your upbringing, your community, your experiences, your compassion, your skills, these are uniquely yours. And you will bring them into every life that you touch. We often underestimate the impacts that we can have. We create excuses. I don't have much to give. I'm only one person. I don't have a lot of money to donate. Let me tell you, small, intentional acts can impact somebody's life. I know because they've impacted mine. One evening, my daughter's kindergarten teacher, came down to the hospital, and she read my daughter the story that she had shared with the class earlier in the day. She also brought with her a stack of cards created by kindergarten students. Rainbows, painted handprints, smiley faces, the type of cards that you would expect from kindergarten students. Later that night, 3 a.m., I was wide awake lying on the hospital bed next to my daughter, and I looked around the room, and I saw the cards posted on the walls. And suddenly, I didn't feel so alone. Those cards, created by 5-year-olds who had no idea what I was going through, had created them to remind me that I was loved, that someone was thinking about me, and that we mattered. So here's your first challenge. Send or give somebody a card to someone who needs it, and watch the impacts that it makes. Because in life, the biggest acts of kindness, or the smallest acts of kindness, have the greatest impacts. Lesson number 2, show up and listen to your inner voice. Show up for others. Bring your integrity, your kindness, your curiosity. These are just as important, if not more important, than any credential you may hold. Relationships are built in small moments. Being there during the hard times, showing up, no social media, no expectations, no spotlight. Just be there because that inner voice inside you tells you that you need to be. And when you show up, always, always bring a snack. Trust me, everybody needs food, even during a crisis. But here's the part many of us forget. Show up for yourself as well. Most of us are getting better at taking care of our physical health, but what about our mental health? Too often, we learn to silence that small voice inside of us, the one that quietly tells us the truth, that we've outgrown a job, that a relationship is no longer serving us, or that we just need to rest. Keep listening to that voice. It's rarely wrong. When my daughter remembers those days at the hospital, she talks about the fun moments, the wheelchair rides down to the cafeteria, the guessing which elevator door is going to open first, lying in bed and watching the cartoons. I didn't see those moments as joyful in the time, but she did. What mattered most to her is that I was there. So my second challenge to all of you is this: listen to your inner voice. Show up for somebody, preferably with snacks, and be fully present. Lesson number 3, every day you get to choose how you show up. As you build your careers, travel the world, and grow into new roles, there will be one constant: you. You won't always be able to control what happens around you, but you always get to decide how you react, how you show up, how you treat others, and how you treat yourself. You won't always get it right. I sure haven't. But these types of things you can always try to make right. It's not always easy. Sometimes it feels awful. But in the end, your integrity, your values, and your character, that's what's going to carry with you. Now at the age of 21, my daughter is fully recovered and will be starting her 3rd year of a post-secondary this fall. She and her 2 sisters have not only helped teach me many of these life lessons, but they've also reminded me to live and practice them every day. Since that hospital visit, I have co-founded a charity called Intentional Acts of Kindness, and one of the programs is called Operation ELF. Operation ELF now has over 2,500 students creating cards to be delivered to just over 4,500 seniors and vulnerable populations within Burnaby, and it's reflective of that time in the hospital. My final challenge to you: use your superpowers. Don't hide your gifts, share them. Show up with kindness, presence, and of course, snacks. Listen to that inner voice. It's probably whispering the truth. And remember, you get to decide how you show up every single day. Thank you for letting me share in this moment with you, and thank you for the difference that you are about to make in this world. I hope that all of you take on my challenges, and when you do, I'd love to hear the stories. Thank you, and all the best in your incredible journey ahead. Congratulations to the BCIT Health Sciences class of 2025.